Hi guys, Alistair Taylor here, and today we're going to have a look at how much wedges spin. So I've got three of the leading wedges in the market. I've got the Ping Glide, I've got the Nike Engage, and I've got the Titleist Vokey. So all 56-degree loft, all pretty similar shaft, same length. I'm going to do my half swing with each club. I'm going to hit half a dozen real balls. So I'm using my golf ball, which is the Nike Resin Black golf ball. Hopefully I'll find all these on the range afterwards. I'm going to hit 6 balls with each. I'm going to give you some feedback as to kind of how they look and feel. And then we're going to look at some numbers, see which of the wedges spins it the most. Now, they're all slightly different in the design with grooves, amount of roughness with the face, creating that friction on the golf ball. And part of it is going to come down to how consistently I strike the ball. But I'm going to try and do everything as similar as possible as I can for half a dozen shots with each, and we'll see who comes out on top. So I'm going to start with the Vokey, so probably the most popular wedge, certainly in the last 10 years. I've got the black finish, M grind, SM5. So a very classic looking golf club behind the ball, and I've made sure that all the golf balls are perfectly clean, perfectly dry. The club's nice and clean. A little bit of wear on some of the wedges that have been used a bit more, but off we go. So I'd normally pitch my little half shot about 58 yards. I know it's very precise, but about 58 yards will be my normal carry distance for this shot. Now, Vokeys are cast, so for me personally, I don't always think they're the softest feeling on the market, but that doesn't mean they're not going to create plenty of backspin. And it feels nice. Yeah, it feels great off the club face. I really like the look, shape of the Vokeys. I'm probably about the trajectory I would expect on this kind of shot. A couple more. At least I'm being fairly consistent. These all look like they're landing in pretty much the same position. So one final one with the Vokey. And obviously one of the great things with the Vokey wedges is they'll offer almost endless different lofts, bounce angles. You know, for me, there's almost too many wedges in the family for them, but they were all consistent shots. Look like they kind of spun pretty much how I would expect. So I'm going to put that one away. I'm going to use the wedge that's actually in my bag this year, Nike Engage. Again, 56 degree with the square sole on this one. So this one rusts, so even though this isn't massively old for me, you know, I'm sure on camera it looks like an old wedge. Now, hopefully, bearing in mind this is the ball I play and the wedge I play, my numbers will be very, very good on this, hopefully. So this is forged. So I think it feels a bit softer. I mean, it's a very personal thing. Some guys will say that the Vokeys feel softer. For me, this one does feel softer, and anyone that watches my videos will know, you know, I do like forged product. Anyone that watches my videos will also know I'm not the greatest at creating loads and loads of backspin. You know, speed of club head, strike, all these things are going to affect how the ball spins. But hopefully I'm pretty consistent from my end. These all look like they're pitching very much similar to where the Vokey did. Good, and obviously for me, guys, you know, this feels just very normal because this is what I would normally be using. One final one with the Nike. Again, they just look on the money. So we're going to move on to the Ping Glide. So standard sole, 56 degree. So gorge wedges, supposed to help generate spin. For me, again, The grooves are more about cleaning the golf ball. The ball's clean, the surface is clean, it's a good lie. You know, it's friction off the face that's important. So again, another cast wedge. And I actually think this feels, for cast, and I've said this all year when I've been fitting guys with wedges, I think this feels very, very soft for a cast wedge. I really like the glides, and not something we're doing on this one, but the different little patterns there are on the grips make it very easy for you to grip down into the same place every time. And I have done review videos on certain wedges anyway. I mean, the flight on this does look a little different. It kind of just looks a little bit higher. I mean, probably when we look at the numbers, we'll be talking tiny amounts, but it does just look a little bit higher flight. Okay, last couple. Again, just hopefully, because these have got the same loft and I'm making the same swing, the carry distances are going to be very, very similar. Certainly within, hopefully, a couple of yards of each other. And I mean, I've struck all those, I feel, pretty decently. You know, I've not caught anything a little low off the face, which might spin a little bit more. Not caught anything heavy, which might have come off the top of the face. But half a dozen shots with the 3 wedges. Let's have a look on Flight Scope and see what the numbers show. Come back, see which wedge spins it the most on a 60-yard pitch. Okay, guys, so we look at the numbers there. I think I said about 58 is my normal carry distance on those shots. So we can see I wasn't a million miles off with any of them, and all performed very, very similar. I swung them all very, very similar speed. I did swing the Engage a fraction quicker. So in theory, that might have just helped me get a little bit more spin. But if we look at the spin numbers, I mean, they're almost identical, aren't they? So you've got 6,316 with Vokey, 6,136 with Engage, and 5,986 with the Ping Glide. Now, interestingly, the Glide did launch quite a bit higher off the face and did hit it a little bit higher. So considering they're all the same, I maybe didn't get them at impact all the same, but very, very close on numbers. Okay, guys, so we've looked at the numbers on Flight Scope, and like we said, they were almost identical with the way they performed. But like with every contest, you have to have a winner. And today's winner was the Titleist Vokey SM5 5610 M grind. So guys, thank you for taking the time to watch my videos. I've been saying for a while that I was going to do this video, so I thought I better get around to actually doing it and get it out there for you guys to watch. Like it and share it. Please leave any comments down below. Subscribe to my channel if you don't already. I know a load of you guys probably already do. Appreciate you subscribing. Hopefully see some of you guys down here at Heron's Reach in the future for club fittings and coaching. Stay in contact.